Welcome to KyCPA's Behind the Numbers. I'm Kimberly Lindsay, your host. Today's subject matter is regarding employee benefits that have been introduced recently. And over the course of the last 18 months, companies adapted in many ways. Some of those adaptations came in the form of employee benefits, flexible schedules, and work environments. While doing research on this subject matter, I came across an article on CNBC's website entitled From Paying Workers to Take Vacation to On Demand Therapy, How Companies Are Supporting Employee Mental Health. The article states that EY offers 25 per year mental health offerings at no cost to employees. This piqued my interest, and I contacted EY to find out more. I think that this benefit has the potential to truly help and support employees struggling with their mental health. And according to Mental Health America's 2021 State of Mental Health in America report, the key findings include that even before COVID 19, the prevalence of mental illness among adults was increasing. There is still unmet need for mental health treatment among youth and adults. The number of people looking for help with anxiety and depression has skyrocketed. There are several additional key findings listed on the report at mhanational.org if you are interested in finding out more. Now I'd like to introduce Greg Pope, the managing partner at EY's Louisville office. Greg is responsible for enabling 250 professionals to build a better working world for EY's people, clients, and the communities EY serves across the Commonwealth. Welcome, Greg.
Thank you, Kimberly. It's great to be here today. Appreciate you having me.
And I'm going to start off with what promoted EY to boost their mental health offerings to their employees and extend that offering to all family members in the household.
Sure. Kimberly, at EY, our biggest priority has always been the well-being of our people. And that has never been more important than it is today. We understood that the pandemic is affecting all of our people in some way and in many different ways. And so, as a leadership team, we really put their well-being at the forefront of our leadership agenda, um, because we know that when people feel cared for and supported holistically, and that they are truly seen, heard, and valued, that they're empowered to do their best work. And we find that they're also able to show up as their best selves and in turn support others around them, and that it really builds on itself. So early on in the pandemic, this really was about helping our employees adapt to working productively at home and feeling supported with the changes happening in their lives, at work and outside of work. That's over the last 18 months morphed a bit. And today it's more about supporting our people's continued resilience and helping them manage stress and in the other factors that we're frankly all facing today. In the early months of the pandemic, I think the statistic I'm familiar with was 40% of US adults reported to be struggling with a mental health or addiction issue, according to CDC data. So we knew it was a growing issue. So we knew that if the country was struggling with that, we knew that as an organization with 55,000 people in the U.S., that our people were struggling, were dealing with that as well, and that they were impacted by those growing stressors, the ongoing certainty, and the other mental health concerns. So that really drove our decision to look at this.
What other benefits has EY implemented recently?
Sure. Well, we've always offered our people a suite of well-being resources, but we knew we needed to do more to help navigate this current situation. Again, to make sure our people felt supported both inside and outside of work. So over the last year, I mean, you referenced in the intro here, we've expanded the amount of no-cost consulting sessions from 5 sessions to 25 sessions per year for our people, and also for each family member in their household. So this includes access to mental health coaches. And really the driver to that was in 2020, we saw about a 30% increase in our people using our counseling services. So we knew there was a need there to offer more. And so with this, what we've seen with this enhancement is that utilization now has jumped to more than 200% of that benefit. We've also offered group counseling sessions and drop-in calls so that our people have have an opportunity to connect with one another. We found, I led several of those in our office. We found that just when we're all working remotely, just having that opportunity outside of a specific work meeting, those discussions that were previously done at the coffee machine or the water cooler, just providing people that outlet to connect with one another was important, and build those networks even when they're physically apart. We also further committed to supporting families and caregivers. We've got people from 5 different decades of working at EY, and so they all have very different needs. So we knew that some of our folks, younger families or older families, they may be either caregivers for small children or older family members. We saw the need to expand backup care and tutoring resources. So and we also extended our fall and summer leave programs, giving our people time off to be with their families. We also looked at things. We doubled our benefits also around our child and adult care support programs as a result of that need. Another thing we did was we increased our well-being fund, and that's where we increased that benefit from 500 to $1,000 per employee to cover items like fitness classes, ergonomic home office equipment, meal delivery services, and outdoor fitness equipment. So we really expanded the options for people to take advantage of that benefit, and we've seen that one get adopted quite a bit as well. And another benefit that I'm really proud of is that we've increased our pathways to parenthood benefit. So this is, recognizing that many folks are waiting longer to start a family. We increased that lifetime benefit. We doubled it from 25,000 to 50,000 per employee, and that covers things like fertility support, surrogacy services, adoption services, and even egg and sperm preservation. So that's available to our employees and their dependents, and that's regardless of your fertility status, marital status, sexual orientation as well. So those are a handful of the things we've done, I would say, over the last 24 months, really in response to supporting our folks' well-being and resiliency.
How do you evaluate your current benefits and find new potential ones and monitor and judge their success and those kind of things?
Yeah, no, thanks, Kimberly. Yeah, there are a number of these benefits I have to continue to um, stay up to speed because they're constantly changing. I mean, we work hard to stay connected to our people. I mean, we've always worked hard to do that and be aware of with such a diverse workforce, both in age, from any way you look at it. We really want to stay. It's important and our talent team does a wonderful job of making sure we stay connected and aware of the feelings and needs of our people. So, we regularly conduct a global people survey to confirm, both formally and informally, that our cultures match. With what we say, what we want our culture to be. We want to confirm that that is our culture. That helps guide our D&I and talent journey in the most efficient way. And then we've moved more recently to shorter but more frequent what we call pulse surveys. So that we're doing those now on a quarterly basis and those are dynamic and agile, so that we are really staying abreast of top of mind issues and concerns of our people around the world. We also, I run people advisory forum here for the Louisville office. We do that across every office. We have our counseling families within each of our practices. And those are just additional opportunities for our leaders to hear about top of mind issues and concerns from our people. These forums also get input from new initiatives like these benefits, and help shape programs at the firm. And then finally, I would say we monitor these. We very closely monitor the utilization of all these programs, of our existing benefits, to inform our strategy and offerings for the future. And again, it gets back to, we've got a wide range of folks that have have very diverse needs, and they're at different places in their own lives and in their own journeys. And so we want to make sure we've got a suite of the right suite of benefits to meet to really be there at each step along the way, knowing that's going to change for everyone.
How have these recent benefits improved employee morale, retention, job satisfaction, productivity? I mean, on the company side of things, that I know is very important. So how has that played out?
Sure. Well, Kimberly, that question really makes me think of a quote from Simon Sinek, and he certainly was not the first one to point this out, but I thought it was a great way to put it. And Simon said, "Happy employees ensure happy customers, and happy customers ensure happy shareholders." In that order. So, while doing this is not, we do it not only because it's our culture and it's the right thing to do, but it also, to your point around productivity and retention, all those things, it makes for good business as well. So, it's really about meeting again, I alluded to earlier. It's about meeting people where they are. For people to do their best work, we want to take care of them. We want them to have their overall well-being supported, and that's physical, social, emotional, financial, so that they can bring their best selves to work and do the best work. So we look at that holistically, and we take that approach to our programs. It's a far cry from when I joined when I started my career, and we were just happy to have health, dental, and a 401k match. It's
Right.
much more holistic and complex right now, because we're nothing but our people. That is our asset, and that's what we bring to our clients, and that's why they hire us, to deal with their most complex issues and challenges. So, I think what we found that while people have experienced flexibility now over throughout the pandemic, looking at some of the good parts that we've learned about in the pandemic. Um, Now that people have experienced that flexibility, we've really weaved that into our policies going forward. So these benefit offerings have become much more broad and eligible to different stages of people's lives and careers. We recognize that as people grow in their own journeys, those needs change, and our benefits should reflect that. So the benefits that are relevant to the 21-year-old staff one coming out of college, starting with us, are much different than the young family or the person nearing retirement that's also caring for their elder parents. So we invest a lot of time and effort in looking at that, but also communicating and promoting those benefit offerings. So because they are so dynamic, so that our people know about them and that they really have the full opportunity to take full advantage of them.
The new employee benefits as new hires come in, or if you're trying to recruit, how has that have you seen that as a good recruitment tool, and have you been able to attract talented individuals to join EY?
Yeah, I will say, this it's always been top of mind for us. And while I don't have any kind of recent statistics around this over the last 24 months, I will say, and the folks listening to this, the members, all are feeling this as well in the accounting profession, and anyone with any sort of financial or technical background, where you need those people. That war on talent is real, and that is the top priority of firms like ours, is attracting and retaining this talent. So we realize we're looking for the same skills and talent as all the other firms out there, as well as our clients, and so everyone is doing the best they can to attract the best talent. And so we found people come to expect a certain level of benefits. So we really, in order to keep pace with the competitive talent market, we have to currently be challenging that to make sure that what we're offering is the most competitive package that we can offer. So, I think we do see that. We do feel like we're very proud of it. We feel like that's a differentiator. Um, but now that I think, what we're also seeing here is that, again, now that folks have experienced flexibility in how they work and where they work, which is new obviously over the last 18 months or so, We found that seekers, as well as our people here, are looking for roles that can offer similar arrangements based on those needs. So we're looking at that not only from the benefits side, but also in how we define and develop our future ways of working. With benefits and culture kind of go hand in hand. So um, you're also as we're continuing to tune this while still working remotely. There's a big focus on maintaining the culture, and again, benefits are a part of that too.
Yes, yes, it is. And I appreciate you speaking with me today. And I know a lot of, like you said, firms and companies in Kentucky and nationally are struggling with attracting talent, retaining talent, and benefits play a huge part, more of a part than they did 20 years ago when I
Right,
came out of college. And it was, I know it was just 401k, like you said,
right.
and dental and health pretty much. So, and it continues to develop, just exploring new things that people might be interested in. But again, thank you for joining me.
You bet. No, thank you very much. I appreciate the opportunity to talk to you about this today, Kimberly.
Thank you.
Thank you.